Wrap yourself in the holiday spirit by listening to a Christmas podcast. From entertaining stories to fun-filled holiday discussions, my next guest has rounded up her favorite podcast to listen to while you're wrapping gifts, baking, or just relaxing by the fire. Andi Smiley from the Friendly Podcast Guide is here to share. And Andi, you've got a good mix of podcasts for all ages. Let's dive in to the first one. You say you described it. Let me read how you described it. This was so good. You've got a podcast that says it's like taking a deep breath amidst the chaos. So let's take a listen and then we'll chat.
With this in mind, I look around me and silently wish a Merry Christmas to everyone on the Christmas train. My wish for you is that you sense the quiet and subtle beauty of the season beneath the chaos and the noise, that you can soak in the festive sparkle and magic, inhale the bittersweetness of another year coming to an end, light a candle in the face of any darkness, and focus on all the blessings in your life.
Okay, that, first of all, just her voice is so pleasant. I mean, Christmas
really
is fun, but it can be stressful. So why is that one that you recommend?
That's one that I really like when you're a little bit overwhelmed, like maybe you haven't bought all of your Christmas yet, or maybe you want to decorate and you haven't gotten to it, or nothing is looking exactly the way it's supposed to. That's a good one to put on just to kind of, like I said, take a deep breath and remember the true meaning of Christmas is just to find that peace and to just feel, at least hopefully feel relaxed.
Yeah, and you gotta love the name too, The Calm Christmas. It's telling you right there, but her voice alone, I'm like, yes, I can do all my wrapping and everything I need to while listening to that one.
Yes.
Now this next one is for the history buff, right?
Yes, it's called Christmas Past.
Perfect. Okay, let's get a little clip first.
After they arrived, King Herod sent them to Bethlehem to search for Jesus. Soon enough, they were able to spot the star in the east again and followed it to the house.
And when they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary, his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh.
And that's it. They arrive in Jerusalem, they go to Bethlehem, they honor Jesus, they give him some gifts, and they leave. That's the whole story.
Okay, that's a neat one. Are those going to be long or?
No, those are shorter. Those are great to binge when you're listening. And I think it's really fun to listen to Christmas music. I love Christmas music, but sometimes when you listen to the same ones for weeks, it gets a little old. So this is a great one to listen to when you still want that Christmassy vibe, but you need something a little more substantial. So these are like 10, 15 minutes long. Okay. You can listen to like 3 or 4 in a sitting while you're wrapping presents, or when you're just out and about and you need a break from the Christmas music.
Maybe you turned on Christmas music November 1st like I did. Yes. And so yeah, you're ready for a little change. So I appreciate that one. The next one is a family-friendly podcast to help everyone get in the Christmas spirit. What's it called? This one, Elf Cast Stories with Father Christmas. That's not fair. I had it in my notes, but not yours. Let's listen really quick.
Suddenly, a blustery wind howled through the village and whooshed down my chimney. The windows of my little cottage rattled and the curtains flapped, and before I could blink, the stack of letters, yes, the whole stack went flying off my desk and straight out of the open window. "Oh, no!" I gasped, scrambling to the window just in time to see the letters swirling away in the gusts, being carried higher and higher into the sky.
Okay, that one is fun, but you're saying that you don't even have to have the kids around to listen to that one, right?
Well, at least for me, I really love hearing a story sometimes. And I love his voice. I love the way that he makes the story come to life, and it's Father Christmas. Like, how delightful is that for like the inner child that you've got?
Yeah, I love it. It kind of had a Harry Potter wizard vibe voice. I'm into it. Okay, this next one is perfect for kids. It's called Tis the Grinch Holiday Podcast. Let's take a listen.
What was that, Max? He saw us? You're right. Wait, he's running away. Get out of the cart. We gotta bag this letter-stealing lunatic. Jeez, old pumpkin calves can really fly. How is that possible? He can't deliver my mail on time, but he sure can run like the wind.
Okay, this one appropriate for all ages. What do you think?
I would say the prime time is probably elementary age, but you could probably go a little bit above that and a little bit below that. isn't it just hilarious and adorable?
So fun.
Yes, very clever. I think your kids will have a hoot listening to it.
Okay, love that one. Last up, something for the girls born in the 80s. Totally rad Christmas. Here's a little peek.
If anyone can find out about that star and about Christmas, you can, Wacky. We're talking Deck the Halls with Wacky Walls. Hit it.
All right, give me some things to expect from this podcast.
This one is so much fun if you were born in the 80s or if you just love them. They talk about 80s toys, 80s like Christmas specials on TV, anything 80s that has to do with Christmas they talk about on the show, and it is delightfully ridiculous and of course totally rad.
Okay, totally. That is fun. I feel like Christmas time is a time of nostalgia, and you're thinking about things in the past and what you did growing up, as some of us are starting traditions with our families. So I love the idea of like bringing up some of those things from the 80s. Yeah. We actually just watched the movie 8-Bit Christmas. Have you seen that one?
No, but I've heard of it.
Okay, it's kind of the same idea because all about him getting his first Nintendo and all the things he went through. And while it was, kind of my generation, my kids love it too. And bringing our two generations together is such a fun thing at this time.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, we have got more recommendations and lists like this. Where can we find them, Andi?
The best place to find me is Instagram at Friendly Podcast Guide. I tell you about all of my favorite podcasts all year long, not just at Christmas, and I give you tips on how to start and grow a podcast.
Oh, fun. Perfect. Thank you so much, Andi. Great to have you.
Yeah, thank you.